And it's like, Shamika, help me out here. Is she capable of wearing your hairstyle?
She absolutely is capable. Listen, Jason, when TJ this morning said, "You want to talk to Shamika about Michelle Obama's hair?" I laughed because TJ is like my favorite white person to talk about black hair with. She's capable of wearing this style. And listen, I love braids. The only reason I don't have them right now is because, eggs are $10. But I don't understand why her stylist put her braids in this style. Clearly, they just decided we're going to put it up like this. If she was 7 years old, it would be okay. For her age, this is not okay. They should have left it down like they had in some of the other podcasts. It's just the braids, and they decided, let's style it like this. And it's just not a good style for her. I don't know what her stylist was thinking, but she needs to be fired. Put the braids down, let the braids be the way they are, and don't do this. What is it? Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. Somebody actually did a meme of that and switched the hair,
Yeah.
and it was hilarious.
I think we have the picture of Loc Dog, I believe, from Don't Be a Menace while drinking gin and juice. Yeah. So that's who they're comparing her to. Switch. Yeah. This is the other thing, though, as it relates to the hairstyle. I don't understand the shirt or the jacket either. I don't, and maybe I'm not qualified to comment, and that's why I'm asking you. But she's got this crazy Loc Dog hairstyle, and she's going to wear a sports coat, and I think that's a men's shirt. What are we doing here?
Jason, listen, I look at these women on the left, and a lot of them feel like in order to be respected, to be heard, they have to dress like men. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It looks like she has on two shirts and then a men's sports coat. I don't understand it at all. I don't know what she's doing, but we've seen Michelle have on nice clothes. I don't know what this is or why she's doing it, but whoever is advising her is just completely wrong. It's a bad look. And again, I love braids, and I love them on anybody if they're done well, whether you're white or black or whatever. But to put them in this style and to be dressed like that, that's a F for fail. If I had to give her a grade, that's a fail, and it looks really bad. I'm trying not to laugh, Jason, but I just don't know why she thought this was okay.
I'm trying to figure out if some of this just isn't intentional, and she might be in on it. That like, hey, you go back to, and I wish I had warned these guys earlier, but if you go back to the picture of that Barack put out, I think maybe on her birthday, where he's reaching across the table and she looks crazy then. And I'm like, what's going on here? Why would they do that? And then the picture I saw before this of Michelle Obama was the photos taken of her and her brother for the podcast, where her brother looked like a woman wearing lipstick. And I'm like, there's this series of comical, suspect pictures constantly coming out of Michelle Obama. And is this intentional? Is someone trying to make a fool of them? Or is she in on, are they in on some gimmick of like, hey, we're gonna make a spectacle of ourselves with a series of pictures? Because when the picture of her and her brother with this lipstick on, or it looked like lipstick, and he looked more feminine than she did, I was just like, who approved this? Who? As much time as women and some men spend making sure they're taking the perfect selfie, making sure they're posting the perfect picture, no one's vetting any of this stuff that they're doing? No, or I mean, could this potentially be like someone is intentionally sabotaging the Obamas, or is Michelle Obama part of intentionally? Is she just doing this, hey, look at me stuff to mock? And I don't. It almost feels like coming out of the closet, and hey, y'all think I'm a man? I'm going to put out a series of pictures that prove that maybe there's some truth to. I don't know. Your final thought, and then I got one other topic I want to get with you.
Yeah, I do think that there are people in on blurring the lines. So she could be one of these people. I do think that when you saw that picture of her and her brother, and he looked like he had on lipstick, I too was wondering what's going on here, because I don't remember him presenting himself in that way, like when Obama was campaigning. But I do think that there are people who are in on blurring the lines. The people that feel like men should be in women's sports and it's okay for kids to transition. And we know that Michelle Obama supports that, just as she did with Dwayne Wade's son. And she was encouraging him to be himself. And she put out that book, Becoming What? What are you becoming? So I do think she's in on that part of it, blurring the lines and making us feel like you can just be whatever, and however God created you is not enough, and that you can change that on your own. I definitely believe she's a part of that group.
And do you believe her brother? Because to me, if those podcast pictures, I think that's the main one they use to promote the podcast. Somebody, I would have got in a fist fight, and I'm not exaggerating. Even at 57, and I would have gotten a fist fight if they had released that photo of me, and said, "Oh, someone here is trying to play games with my reputation." With this man's got kids. He's been married twice. He's got 2 different sets of kids. I'm not letting my son or daughter look at a picture of me and literally, I thought, when I saw it, I was like, and I'm not joking, I'm telling you, I said, oh, these are 2 different pictures of Michelle, one with hair and one without. That is she mocking Joy Reid, or I'm telling, that's what I thought that was.
Yeah, maybe he's been married twice because women, they're not who he want to be with. I don't know, but he definitely has to be in on it. Like you said, you would have had a fist fight with someone. I haven't listened to the podcast, so I don't know if they're talking about current events or if it seems as if they pre-recorded some and now they're just putting them out. But definitely he should speak up if he doesn't want to be portrayed like this. For him to look this way, he had to be in on it. So to me, he doesn't care how his kids see him. He doesn't care how his wife sees him, because there's no way as a man he should want this floating around. And it wasn't even just the pictures. Even the entire podcast clip that I did see, he looked feminine. So I don't know what's going on, but it has to be intentional. I don't have any other excuse for it.
I'm sitting here thinking in real life, it's like Justin loves to play this joke on me of putting up that fat picture of me. And I've had to tell him that if they put that fat picture up one more time, somebody's getting fired. And so I sit around knowing I'm fat, knowing there's these fat pictures of me, and like, hey, y'all keep, see, they think I'm playing. Y'all keep putting this picture, somebody is gonna have to answer. You can't make this kind of a fool out of me. And when they're making a bigger fool out of this man putting up this gay Caitlyn Jenner trans, anyway.
Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.